this video, we are going to talk about a certain classification of consonants, the Vyanjana. Now, the Sanskrit language, the Varnamala, the alphabet, right, has many classifications. These classifications are important for the purposes of pronunciation or identification when it comes to sandhi, the combination and breaking down of words. This classification is two divisions here. Hard consonants, also called unvoiced consonants, and soft consonants, also called voiced consonants, right? So hard and soft, or unvoiced and voiced. So let's begin. First and foremost, in the Vyanjana, the consonants, you will see a 5x5 division right here, which is commonly recited. Ga, ka, ga, gha, nga, on and on, right? So in the 5x5 division, we have these 5 names right here. The first row in English called the gutturals, right? In Sanskrit is called kanthya. Now this is also known as the ka varga or the ka class. It's called the ka varga because this row begins with the consonant ka. Okay? The next one called the palatals, cha, cha, ja, jha, nya, right? Also known as talavya in Sanskritam. And it's also called the cha varga, right? The cha class because it starts with cha. So the ka varga and the cha varga, the kanthya and the talavya, the gutturals and the palatals. Now, keep in mind here as we go down these rows, you're moving from the pronunciation of back here, the gutturals, all the way front to the lips, okay? So the gutturals, the pronunciation is back here, right? So ka, ka, ga, gha, nga, right? And you're moving up towards the palatals, up here. Cha, cha, ja, jha, nya. And so it's going towards the palatals, right? The soft, hard palate in that area. And now the next one is the cerebrals, right? Ta, tha, da, dha, na, right? These are called the cerebrals. In Sanskrit, they're called the murdhanya, right? Or it's called the ta varga, right? The next one is the dentals or the dantya, which is called the ta varga, ta, tha, da, dha, na, right? Then we have the labials or the orshtya, right? Or the pa varga. This was the ta varga, this is the pa varga. Pa, pa, ba, bha, ma, right? So here we have this 5x5 classification right here, right? And we have the names of them here. Now we are going to talk about a division of the consonants, right? Between hard and soft, or unvoiced and voiced, okay? The Sanskrit for hard is kathora, kathora. The Sanskrit for soft is mrudu, okay? So kathora versus mrudu consonants, okay? Now, when asking my advisor mentioned that hard consonant is called hard because it requires more effort or prayatna, okay? And the soft consonant is called soft consonant because it requires less effort, less prayatna, okay? So let's look. Looking at the 5x5 here, right? Going from the ka varga all the way to the pa varga, right? Understand this. The first 2 columns of this 5x5, right? The first 2 columns, these will be hard. These will be kathora, okay? These will be unvoiced. Just memorize this. The first 2 columns are hard, unvoiced, right? Kathora, okay? The next 3 columns, starting from ga, ja, da, da, ba, and onwards, right? These 3 will be soft, okay? These 3 will be mrudu, right? So just memorize that. Now the reason why I wrote an N next to this S is because this column, these are nasals, right? They involve the nose, okay? They involve the nasal. So this is nga, nya, na, na, ma. They involve the nose here, the nasals, okay? So just remember this. In the 5x5 here, the first 2 columns are hard and the last 3 columns are soft. And the last column is a nasal, okay? You'll have to know these classifications when talking about sandhi, when talking about combination, okay? So for example, visarga sandhi, right? A type of sandhi that involves this sort of character here that involves a reflection of a noise, like Shivaha, Ramaha, etc., right? When you follow certain sandhi rules, right, like a plus visarga plus a soft consonant will have a different sort of sandhi compared to a plus visarga plus a hard consonant, etc. So you'll have to memorize this over time. So, okay, so remember that. 2 hard, 3 soft, right? And nasal, okay? Now, when looking at the semi-vowels, right? Semi-vowels, sometimes they act like vowels, right? And you will learn this too, gradually. Sometimes they act like vowels, but they're consonants, right? So ya, ra, la, va, right? These are soft, okay? These are mrudu. Remember that, mrudu consonants here, ya, ra, la, va. And ha, this other consonant here, is also a soft consonant. It's also mrudu, okay? So ya, ra, la, va, and ha are soft consonants. And now, looking at the sibilants, the sparsha, sha, sha, sa, these are hard. These are kathora, okay? Sha, sha, sa, okay? So that's pretty much it. I just want you to memorize this, because as we continue and go through sandhi and other rules, right, we're going to have to know the classification of what is hard, what is soft, what is a nasal, okay? So just memorize this, right? First 2 hard, first 2 of the 5 by 5 hard, right? It does not include this, and it does not include this for now, okay? So the first 2 of the 5 by 5, ga, ka, cha, cha, da, ta, da, ta, pa, pa, hard, okay? These right here, these 3 columns, soft. Last column, nasal, right? Now, these sibilants here are all hard. Why did I put them here in this way? Because they're associated with this varga, and that we'll learn gradually as well. When you pronounce sha, it's a palatal. When you pronounce sha, it's a cerebral. You're saying sha. You're going up and putting your tongue in the palate, right? Upwards. And then sa is a dental, right? More involving the teeth, right? So these are hard, these are soft, these are hard, these are soft, okay? So in the next video, we'll learn more grammar, more rules, etc. But we're making a lot of progress here. So.